And this is Daryl's kill team. Daryl, what have you got in your kill team and who are your specialists?
Okay, so I'm running, well, 2 units from the Codex, but obviously they're individual in the kill team. So it's a Harlequin troop and a Shadow Seer. So we have just an ordinary troop guy here, he's not been promoted to a specialist.
Okay.
And then we have the Shadow Seer, and she has become my Indomitable specialist. So she has Feel No Pain.
Feel No Pain, very nice.
Next to that, we have another Harlequin troop member who I gave Rage to.
Okay, so this one here has got Rage.
We then have the Harlequin Troop Master, who is my leader, and he rolled Quick Thinker, so he can see his initiative on 4+.
Right,
I thought
okay.
that's quite appropriate for Harlequins.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the guy next to him is my Weapon Specialist. He has a Master Crafted weapon, which I've chosen to be the Fusion Pistol.
Right, okay. And what's the rules of the Fusion Pistol? Because
that is basically it's a melted pistol, but it's only 6-inch range. So it's Strength 8, AP 1, 6-inch range.
Wow, very nice. And finally,
just the other Harlequin troop member, so no specialist. It's worth noting that the 2 ordinary troop members and the combat specialist are armed with a Harlequin Kiss.
right, okay. And for those who don't know what Harlequin Kiss is, including myself,
it's a very interesting weapon. When you make your attacks, you take one of the dice out of your attack pool and roll it separately. The attack is resolved at Strength 6, AP 2, and 6s cause instant death.
very nice.
It's a 5-point upgrade for any member of a Harlequin troop. Old school players of Harlequins will know that they always came with them, and the new rules are very interesting. There's none of the new weapons like the Harlequin's Caress because I didn't have the models for them.
Right, okay. Very nice, very elite. We will see how you do in your kill team game. Andy has brought Tal for his kill team. Andy, do you want to run through what you've brought and who your specialists are?
So I've got a squad of crisis suits.
Yeah, these
are running separately with a plasma rifle and a missile pod each.
Very nice.
And my leader, the flying guy there.
Yep, this one here.
Iron Resolve.
Very nice.
And Eternal Warrior.
Okay.
And my other crisis suit has Split Fire.
Okay.
Should come in handy with the 2 weapons he has.
Yeah, definitely. And
it got 11 Fire Warriors.
11 Fire Warriors. Very nice.
So lots of shooty.
Lots of shooty and some very tough crisis suits here. Right, it's going to be a little bit of a threat. And let's see how you do in your game. So it's a deployment for Andy's Tal against Daryl's Harlequins. The mission is Alone in the Dark from the Games Workshop kill team missions. Basically, it's night fighting throughout the game. There was a chance of outflanking troops, so Andy's got these 3 chaps here who are going to be outflanking. And there's 3 objective markers on the board, so objective 3, objective 1, and objective 2 here. So let's see, Andy's got his troops laid out here. And a couple up on the hill here, looking out towards the Harlequins. And moving across the battlefield, we have Daryl's Harlequins hiding behind all this cover, and over here on the flank. So far, Andy is going first, unless Daryl seizes with his 4-up seize.
4+.
4+. So Daryl, do you want to roll to see if you seize? No.
Definitely no.
So over to Tal, turn 1. Tal, turn 1 movement. Andy, do you want to explain what you've done?
So I've pretty much moved up. So a couple of guys have pushed up that way.
Yeah, pushed up along the building there.
These guys have moved up on the objective, just behind the barrier. And crisis suit and these 3 warriors are heading towards the objective.
Right, okay.
Just to hold it, and these guys on the right are heading up to the objective 3.
Right, okay. So let's see what Tal can do in shooting phase. Turn 1 shooting. Right. So, Andy, go through what you did.
Sure. So most of the fire warriors fired at obviously who they could that were in range.
Yep.
And we managed to kill one of them. behind cover, and Daryl rolled a 2 on his save.
Right, okay.
And the crisis suit didn't do anything.
No, but he tried to split fire, didn't
Yes,
he? And
he basically shot a plasma round and 2 missiles at 2 different guys.
The plasma.
So missile pod shot that guy
Yep,
there,
missile pod there,
and the plasma.
and the
that
plasma over by.
guy. Unfortunately, these guys are in good cover.
Yeah.
So,
So it was quite a. It would have been quite nice if you pulled that off, and then I'm guessing use your jump pack there
yeah,
just to
jump
get
back
onto the
just to get on the objective.
objective one there.
And hopefully jump up next turn and take a couple more shots.
Alright, so far you've caused 1 casualty to the Harlequins. I'm guessing it's no assault now, so over to Harlequins, turn 1. See if they can bring the pain. Harlequins, turn 1 movement. Daryl, do you want to go through what you've moved about this turn?
Absolutely. So we're going to try and make good use of the Harlequins flip belts, which completely ignore all penalties to terrain. So the Shadow Seers moved into the building. These guys have moved into cover, moving up. The Troop Master, my leader, is still exposed.
Yep.
But I may run him into the building because they do have run and fleet, which also is affected by the flip belt movement. So we'll wait and see.
Okay, and
And then over here we've got this guy.
yep.
And again, I'm going to make full use of that flip belt and jump straight through into that building into cover.
That's a good
Just
idea.
Keep advancing up. My best bet is close combat, so we will see.
Right, okay. So hopefully going to be moving into this cover here and avoiding some of these fire warriors. Okay, so let's see what Daryl is going to do for his Harlequins in shooting phase. Shooting for the Harlequins. Daryl, do you want to run through what you did in shooting and psychic?
Absolutely. So starting off with the psychic, and the Shadow Seer manifested 5 warp charge, so 6 in total with a mastery level.
Yep.
We tried for Mirror of Minds.
Yep.
We achieved it, but Andy very luckily, very high on his leadership and was able to beat my results, so nothing came of that.
So focus that fire warrior over Mignon.
Absolutely. The Shadow Seer then tried to manifest Veil of Tears. Again, was successful, but this time Andy was able to dispel it by using all of his dice. So
right.
Nothing with the psychic phase.
Okay, and shooting, did you do anything? Just running along?
Most of it was running, so the Harlequins have moved up using those flip belts full effective to get into cover.
Yep.
So 2 there behind the building, and then the leader has moved around to be behind this barricade here.
Right,
and
okay.
Then where you saw at the beginning, that
Yep.
guy has jumped
It's
through the wall.
behind that building there.
The Shadow Seer tried to launch her hallucinogen grenades,
Yep.
which is a small blast. It hits, but again, Andy's been quite lucky with those leadership tests, and he passed his pinning test.
Yeah, this fire warrior's still going.
So if he'd failed, he would have potentially been dead. But no, his luck is holding out with those dice rolls.
God. Right, okay, so there's going to be no assaulting this turn, I don't think, unless you know something I don't.
No, absolutely not. We've run them. They're not that crazy.
Yep, although they are getting very close. It's got these 2 fire warriors. Okay, so moving on to Tau turn 2. Turn 2 movement. Andy, do you want to explain how this guy got over here and what have you done in your turn?
Sure. So here's one of the guys that was outflanking,
Yep.
and I basically chose to come in from behind to get some shots.
Yeah, so he's moved in
Guys
the board
building
edge.
there.
Get some nice shots at the chaps over there. Right, what else have you done in this turn then?
Okay, so the guys over here have just moved to get a shot of that guy there.
Yep.
So moving in. These guys have kind of just shuffled off a bit into cover.
Okay.
And same with these 3 over here. They're kind of bunching up.
3 down there.
Crisis Suit has done a jump up with his jetpack into the building there to get
Moved
some
up to the
shots.
first floor to get a better angle. Right.
And those guys have basically stayed where they are.
Yep.
And that
And
guy,
the other outflanker
Yep.
there has moved up.
And
finally,
sneaky Crisis Suit leader has decided to come in.
right on the board edge over here.
As far away as possible, of course.
Yeah, eyeing up that Harlequin, keeping a safe distance. Right, so that's what you've done in the movement phase. let's see what Tau can bring in shooting phase turn 2. Turn 2 shooting for the Tau. Andy,
Okay.
what do you want to
So,
say happened?
basically all the Fire Warriors have shot pretty much this guy down there.
Oh, down at
With his cover saves. He's
Daryl's HQ there.
been pulling them off with the 3-ups.
Yep.
And my guy at the back there shot the Fire Seer, but he has been passing his Feel No Pain, so...
Not good.
But he is no longer there.
Yeah, who knocked him out?
So the Crisis Suit over here.
Yep.
The female
Basically-
is very annoyed to be called he.
Yeah.
Plasma gun, plasma rifle shot to the face, and he's incinerated.
Surely gender is below an elder's. Who cares about what gender we are? We're all dying. So yeah, so the plasma fired in and completely just
Yep,
took
so
this Jazeer away.
yeah.
Just boots left maybe.
Ouch.
And over with your crisis suit over here, your HQ.
Fortunately, it has done bugger all.
Yeah, but fired a lot of shots.
Quite a lot of shots.
Probably angered this Harlequin here. So we will see. Are you assaulting at all?
I am not.
That's
no.
probably a wise decision.
But the leader's going to jump out the way
Okay.
after shooting, so I'm just going to do that. And he's moving 6.
6 inches.
So get behind cover,
I don't
ready to
think.
charge.
Head towards it. Yeah.
Alright, so 6 inches.
6. Just going to move out the way behind cover there to avoid a charge.
Yep, good decision. Hopefully that'll help you a little bit. Right, so over to Harlequins, turn 2. Harlequin turn 2 movement. Daryl, do you want to say what you've done here? Looks like these guys have broken through.
Revenge.
Revenge, gonna kick some Tau arse.
Well, we're going to try and make use of that no penalty to charge through terrain with the flip belts and kill some Tau, but we'll wait and see.
Nice. So that's those 3 over there, and you're now down to 4 models from 6.
I am.
So over here,
This one has become very angry, very appropriate because she got rage for a combat specialist.
right.
She is going to go hunting. We'll see how that plays out.
Alright, okay, so moving on to Harlequin psychic and shooting and see what Daryl can bring to the Tau. So Harlequin turn 2 shooting, really quick phase. Daryl, do you want to say what you did here?
So Revenge is currently on plan, it is on course, the pistol is fired and taken a wound off the commander.
Yeah, right, okay, so hopefully she can do 2 more wounds in combat and kill the commander.
We're hoping. She has got rage, she has got the whole kiss, and that has the potential of inflicting strength 6 AP2, possibly instant death, although he does have Eternal Warrior, so that won't actually.
Right, so let's see what Daryl's Harlequins can do in turn 2 assault. Turn 2 assault for the Harlequins, bit hit and miss. Daryl, do you want to say what happened in your assault phase?
Well, these 2 guys made it up, but their companion was gunned down.
Gun down.
From the Overwatch. The supporting fire of Tau has proved to be very disastrous for the Harlequins in kill teams, actually.
Yeah.
So
We didn't even think about that, did we? And then Simon pointed out that
thank you.
separate squads they give each other supporting fire. So
No, it's got to keep it fair, and ouch, it would, yeah.
yeah,
And over there, unfortunately, despite all her anger,
she took her rocket pod and the plasma to the face. And unfortunately there's nothing left. It's completely destroyed. Maybe a sword over here or something. But yeah, so 2 down on both sides. Unfortunately, I don't think the Harlequins can keep taking this much damage. So moving over to Tau turn 3 and see what Andy can bring. So Tau turn 3 movement. Andy, do you want to go through what you've done in this turn?
So these 2 guys here, well, unfortunately only one can see through the window, just barely, so I'm only going to get 2 shots this turn.
Yep. So,
Simply because those 2 guys left and they're in cover.
Right, okay.
Everyone else has just moved on objectives, just in case.
Yep, so you've still got Fire Warriors in your Crisis Suit holding the middle here. And these two are moved up. And yeah, it's pretty safe on that side of the board at the moment. They're just looking out for the remaining Harlequins.
So we'll take these 2 shots now. And,
Right, okay, so
let's
moving
go
on
through the
to
window.
shooting. Turn 3 shooting for the Tau. Andy, you shot through, you hit, you wounded, but being a Harlequin, he like dodged it and spun round and did all matrixy stuff. Right, so I doubt you're going to be charging. Do you really want to charge Harlequins, Andy? No? Okay, so moving on to Harlequins turn 3 and see if they can bring the pain. So, Harlequins, turn 3 movement. Right, Daryl, do you want to run through what what's happened in your movement phase?
Well, things go from bad to worse. The leader is now on his own. The other one failed his brake test and has departed back to the webway.
Yeah, so in kill teams, once you've lost 50%, each model has to take a leadership test. So unfortunately, the remaining Harlequin has got to take on the tail force here.
Well, he's acting out his play, and he is the hero, so, well...
There we go. Okay, so, Daryl, will you be shooting, or are you going to go straight to assault?
we're going to go straight to assault. I don't want to risk shooting. I want to get in
All
as
right.
much movement as possible for this guy.
Okay, so moving on to Harlequins, turn 3, assault. Turn 3 assault for the Harlequins. Daryl, who did this guy kill?
He killed the Fire Warrior.
Yeah, we just like up here. Lenny's consolidated over there.
Absolutely. His story yet continues, so...
Right, so over to Tau to see if they can put an end to his story in turn 4. Turn 4 for the Tau. Andy, so pretty much everyone's just kind of shuffled up.
You can see there's a nice target there.
The remaining Harlequin.
So hopefully we can just take him out this turn, but he is behind cover, so...
Yeah, so...
And the other Fire Warrior was getting out there.
And reversed. Right, okay, so let's see what the Tau can do in their sheet. So turn 4 shooting for the Tau. All these Fire Warriors fired their rifles, across the suit fired. This guy fired, and however good the Harlequin was, he wasn't going to survive it, and he's been shot, and he's died. So, it's a Tau victory, unfortunately, for the Harlequins. Alright, so, Daryl, have you got a man of the match?
I think you're looking at him right now.
Yes.
Mr. Lying Down. He did hack his way through quite a few Fire Warriors,
He
but
did.
unfortunately the odds were kind of stacked against him, weren't they, really?
Well, it's the pairings we drew. Close combat versus lots of firepower.
Yeah. As I say, none of these armies were tailored. Just what we wanted to bring, and unfortunately, yeah, you did go against a shooting list. What about you, Andy? Have you got a man of the match at all?
Yeah, there's quite a few really. The Crisis suits were really good.
Probably this guy up here, really, wasn't it? Well,
Split firing, he killed the Farseer at the beginning. Or the Shadow Seer, rather.
yep, Shadow Seer, that was in the building.
And my
plasma.
leader taking out that guy in the face. from
Yep.
Overwatch.
Yeah, from Overwatch.
Just the Fire Warriors, really.
So everyone were your man of the match.
Pretty much.
Entire kill team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's a team effort,
Yeah.
which is the Tau way. Right, brilliant. Well, I hope you all enjoyed watching this, and if you did, just give us a like, and that would be great.